Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us this morning. Today, we will be talking about standing out with custom flyers. So, we'll be talking about creating your own flyers inside of Flex. All right, so thanks for being here. So, to get started, we are looking at the agent dashboard in Flex. To get to the flyers, I am going to click on Menu in the upper left corner and then scroll down to Preferences and click on My Reports. So there are several options here. If it says inherited, those are ones created by default. But today we are going to click on the new button and create our own. So then we'll click on Customer Flyer, create a new customer flyer. And this gives you several templates to work with. So if you want to use more photos, you could use the 5-photo or 7-photo flyers. Or if you know you have a listing with long remarks, you could use that one. But for today, we will look at the one called Flyer. So in the upper left, you'll see Flyer, the one that we chose. And let's just look at this blue bar here. So right now, the color theme is shades of blue. We could choose a different one. We could choose chalk or grayscale. I like the blue, so I'm going to stick with that for now. And next we have private, public, VOW, or IDX. And when choosing this, if you are planning on printing it or something like that, you may want to choose public so that private data isn't accessible to the general public. Now here is where the MLS number goes. If you're just creating a template, it doesn't really matter what is there. You can leave the one that Flex generates, or you can add a new one. Next, we have residential, land, multifamily, commercial. I'm going to stick with residential because that's what this listing is. If I click on preview, that will bring me to a preview of the flyer. And if I click on edit, that will bring me back to edit it. And I can see that with edit this container is written across the flyer. If I choose screen, that will bring me to a screen view. And if I move the screen around, the flyer will adjust with the screen. Now I am going to choose the print view for this. And the next would be save report. I'm not going to do that yet because I'm going to make some edits to it, but that is where you would do it. So looking at this flyer here, we have the photo and then the remarks section. We can see that it is red and it says warning hidden content. That means the container isn't big enough for these remarks. So what we can do, there is a bigger container option. So I'm going to change the remarks to that section. I'll click edit this container. And for the title, I'm going to rename it remarks. And then I'm going to look up the remarks. And I'm just going to choose the public remarks and click update. And now we can see that this container is not red. It actually says more. The more actually won't be printed, but it's there just to let you know that there is more room in that container. So that's a better fit for these remarks. Next, we don't need the remarks in this upper container, so I am going to change that. Let's see. I'll do amenities here. And then click here again to add amenities. And for this container, I can actually select the heading called amenities. And that will be added so that I don't have to choose individual ones. Just whatever amenities were selected for this listing will show up. So I'm going to remove public remarks since that's not what will be there anymore, and click Update. So now we have amenities in this section, and there are a couple selected for this listing. Next, and you can do whatever makes sense for you, but I'm going to select water for this one, and I'll do water frontage owned shared and update. All right, so we can see for this one, water frontage is yes, water frontage shared. There is some there, so that's a water section. And then for this last container that doesn't have anything in it yet, I'll do additional info. And for here, maybe I'll do square footage, finished total, year built, and I'll do lot size as well. And for this one, as you can see here, it says columns and one is selected, but I'm going to select two for this one, just so the data is divided into two columns. So here we have additional info and two nice columns here. So this is what the flyer looks like. I'm going to click preview just to see. And of course, I could have added more information, but this works for me right now. So I am going to click Save Report in the upper right. And the report name, I'll just do webinar flyer so that we can find it again in just a moment. All right, so now that that's saved, I am going to go back to my agent dashboard, and I'm just going to choose a different listing. So I'll go to my hot sheet. It looks like right now I have South Portland selected, which is fine. I'll just go to one of these new listings. And maybe I'll select this top one here. So right now, if you look under report, you can see that we're looking at the detail report, but I am going to select webinar flyer. Now we can see this listing using the webinar flyer template that we just created. So, all right, no amenities selected for this listing. Water frontage, no, but we do have some additional information here. And then the remarks, and we can see it says more in the remarks section again. So the full remarks fit on this flyer. Great. So we talked about creating a custom flyer. And of course, you can create multiple and save them so that you can have different options to see what works for you. And from here, you could share them, print them, email them, whatever you would like. But that is what we have for today. Thank you so much for attending this webinar. And if you have any questions, please feel free to call Main Listings at 207-780-1366, or you can always email us at help@mainlistings.com. Thanks again for being here, and we will see you soon.